Hey CFS Warriors, it's Victoria coming to you from Maui, Hawaii, and I've been really quiet and I just wanted to check in, say hello, let you know what's been going on, and share with you kind of an inspiring story. So I'm here in Maui for my 25th anniversary with my husband, and I'm here to celebrate as well as heal, because my mother passed away this summer, and it was very difficult leading up to that. Really from January she'd had some really difficult health challenges, and so it's been a tough time, and yet as a Christian I know where she is, so I rejoice she's in heaven. And yet she was my best friend and my confidant, and so it's been a real adjustment and a time of grieving and a time of processing that. So anyway, I have longed to get back to my videos, and it was something I know she wants me doing, and because she really enjoyed watching them with me and talking to me about the Warriors and their fight, you know, for health and wholeness. And so I just want to share a little bit because I was very inspired. I am inspired by her life. You know, she was an amazing woman, and she raised me as a single mom after she and my dad divorced when I was very young. They always remained really good friends, and we did holidays together and vacations at times together, and so they made it the easiest on us that they possibly could. And anyway, I was very inspired as I wrote her biography for her obituary and looking at her whole life, you know, and I felt like there was such a lesson for people going through such deep, dark challenges as you may go through with CFS. Because, you know, like I've had the illness for 10 years, and I know other people have suffered for many more years, like 20 years. And so my mother was an amazing warrior champion. And she went through a really dark season during her life, and that was in her 40s and 50s. She was in a very difficult marriage, her second marriage, and it was a really dark time for about 12 years. And what she did when she was at the bottom out there, she reached forward to do something with her life because she was having such a difficult time, and basically she ended up becoming a speaker, and she became an international speaker. She traveled internationally, and she also authored a book called Discovering Your Purpose. I meant to have it here so I could show it to you. It's inside. And then, so that was amazing enough, right? But when that marriage finally ended, it was bad from the get-go. I don't think she would mind me telling you this, because what I realized is she went through a darker period of time for longer than I have with CFS. And because I've had support around me, my husband, my kids, you know, anyway, I just was marveling at that, because what she did at that time, she was pretty much at rock bottom financially and every other way. And she moved in with our cousins on the opposite coast from me, on the East Coast, to go back to school and get her master's degree, her second master's degree. And then in her 60s, she moved out here to California and launched a whole new career to be near us in biblical counseling. And so that was an amazing feat, I thought, for someone in their 60s to start from scratch and start all over again. And she was always optimistic and always positive, had such a dynamic relationship with God, trusting Him to open doors, to make things work. And, you know, another thing she did in her 60s, at 65, she went skydiving for the first time. So, you know, I just share these things because I know as we age with CFS, we start thinking, oh, our future looks dark. What am I going to do when I come out of this, and I'm going to be older, and blah, 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 right? So in her 60s, she lived here in California, had a wonderful life, close to us and her grandkids. So involved in her church and so loved by so many people, and investing in people and helping them. And so that to me was, she was a master of reinvention from all the things that she did in her life. And then in her 70s, she met the love of her life. And he's the most amazing man, and he's now my stepdad. And they got married in her 70s. and they had the most wonderful life. She had always dreamed of having an ocean view home, and they did that, and they opened it up to have people in need to come, and fellowship and Bible studies and family gatherings. And they were also very involved in helping people that were in need. And it was such a blessing to see her in that stage of life, just living to the fullest, traveling the world with her husband, laughing. They would come over to eat with us every week, and we would just laugh, and they were so full of joy. And so yeah, I was very inspired by her life. And then at 80, she had so many years left in her. I feel like she left really early, but at 80 she departed, and yet did another transformation into heaven, where she has a glorious life now. So, you know, it's pretty amazing, and as much as it's been challenging to process, I have felt that there are so many lessons from her life that can inspire people and encourage people in their dark times to know that you can continue to reach forward. You know, what I saw her do was take great leaps of faith at times, and things always worked out for her, because that was her frame of mind, her belief in God, and He answered her prayers. And so anyway, I hope that will encourage you. It's been an encouragement to me during these times. You know, when you hit rock bottom, what I also saw her do was, you know, dream. She would always dream, and she kept a vision board in front of her of the things that she desired in her life. And when she went through dark times, again, she didn't just reach for the ordinary, she reached for the extraordinary. And I think that's what we need to do. When you're in bed and you're bedbound with CFS, or you're struggling day to day, begin to dream about what your life will be like on the other side of this. And you will get there, just as my mom did, and you will come into those good years. So warriors, thank you for listening. Thank you to my faithful followers, and thank you to all the subscribers I've had while I haven't been even posting videos. I really appreciate you being part of the community, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the group. So remember, life's not over, it's starting again, and I speak life, health, and wholeness over you.